All right, testing. UGC. This video is dedicated to Chief Keith Thurman. Uh, Shocks the world. Put my prediction to shame. I thought Keith Thurman was going to get stopped within 3 rounds, and Keith went down to Australia and stopped Brock Jarvis in the third round. So that's how that one went. Let me drop the link to the fellas so they can pull up. I took some time to watch the playback because being that it was in Australia, the fight came on like super early in the morning, so I had just missed it. And when I woke up, it went off like it was already off for 30 minutes. So I went and caught the playback. Keith destroyed, uh, destroyed Brock Jarvis, man. And I was going to the body. It was actually the body shots that started all the trouble for Brock Jarvis. Keith was very, very comfortable, man. He was happy to be back in the ring. He had his little his animated walk in. He walked into damn, what's that motherfucking name? The This Is America. That song, the This Is America song. I can't remember the dude's name that came out with that track, but he came out with that. Of course, he had his patriotic colors on, red, white, and blue. And he wasn't bothered by the booze and the being in someone else's backyard. Keith first fight, 154 pounds, went in there and he had some issues in the first round. He did have some issues in the first round. It was a left hook that he walked into, and Brock Jarvis got a little confident, but Keith Thurman was able to shell up pretty good, back up to the ropes. I thought the body shots was gonna really bother Keith, but seemed like he was in pretty damn good shape. He Shout out to him. Let me give him the flame of fame because being that you're going into another country, he kind of talked about how you have to really be creative and with your scheduling to still be able to get your exercise in and doing the normal stuff that you do to prepare for a fight. And he was able to do that. Salute Black one time is back. Shout out to Martin, man. Right. One more time, Thurman is back, man. Said James Brown. No. Not that one. Not that song. This is America. I'm talking about a newer artist. A newer artist. Um, Childish Gambino. There you go. I was trying to think of the name. He came out to that Childish Gambino. This is America, and he showed him. He showed America's about. Keith. Let me look up his age real quick. After all this 3 years of inactive, 3 years, 1 month out the ring. Let me see. Getting a victory coming off this inactivity. Where is his record? I mean, what is his age right now? 36 years old. So yeah, man, Keith at 36 gets his first victory at 154 pounds. They say he called out Tim Zoo, and hey, PBC got a little bit of flair left, man. A little bit of light left, man. And yeah, we got to get credit to Keith because I remember when they first started to put PBC on the prime stage, free television. Keith was the one that set it all off. Him and Danny, I believe, in the Barclays, if I'm not mistaken. I thought Keith and Danny set off. No, my bad, not Danny. Keith and Robert Guerrero. They premiered, helped to debut the PBC. That was when PBC was hot. PBC is not now. They're trash. But at that time, thanks to Keith and Sean Porter and Errol Spence too, at that time, a lot of them was making the sport hot. Even Deontay Wilder at the time. But Keith was the main one. I remember him talking about what's up, Jay Will. I remember him saying stuff like, He wanted to fight on free TV. He wanted the fans to not have to pay pay-per-view to watch him and stuff like that. But that was the past. This fight was on pay-per-view. And shout out to Keith, man. Flame of fame, bro. One time is back. I hope he gets Spence or Zoo. Y'all think Spence gonna consider that now? After he told me, I never fight Keith. Keith lame. He gonna fight him now? Let me drop the link also in the live chat. Shout out to the fellas. I put the link in the hangout just in case y'all whip y'all up and y'all want to pull up. Let's see. And there go in the chat. Who we got? Oh, Iron Kong. He say Thurman and his hairline knock dude smooth out. Victorious, man. Victorious. You know what I mean? Him and his hairline. You know. I even seen when he was warming up, he had his lady in the back. I think that was his lady. It was kind of far away. The view. The woman was kind of far away while he was warming up, but I think that was his lady. But she looked kind of nervous, but Keith did his thing. You got to give him the credit. You got to give him the credit. Hold up, let me get y'all's chat on the screen, cuz. Who we got? All right, let me get this set up. Who this? What up, fam?
Unblock me, Black.
Oh, okay, I hear you now. What's up, dog?
Shalom, Black. What's good, my guy?
Oh man, chilling. Recapping Keith, Chief Keith.
Yeah, well, I know you wanted to talk because I've been up all night. I'm proud of that boy. He back. I ain't gonna say he 100% back, but he looked good though, Black. Shout out to
He
Keith
back, huh?
Thurman. Yeah, man. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Clearwater, stand the fuck up now and there.
Oh shit, clear water,
You know
huh?
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, he done brought he brought his people back. I mean, he looked spectacular in doing it. Jarvis got up from the first knockdown and he in him, clipped his ass in the second one. No monster's ass. He's done.
Oh yeah, he
Lieutenant
finished him.
Zeus wanted. Now we got it when people be talking about their assessments and looking at fights and making their assessment. The Keith Thurman that fought Jarvis, do we really think he can beat Tim Zeus now? That Keith Thurman, that Keith Thurman look like he could beat Tim Zeus to me. The two Tim Zeus out ain't looked like the Tim Zeus I'm familiar with.
Mm.
I don't
I
know.
mean, he
Maybe
did
y'all see
fight.
something different though.
He fought a hell of a competitor, man, in Murtazalia. So, and but that was a hell of a beating. So that he took. So you think that that beating that Tim Tszyu took, um, that took a lot out of him, and he won't be the same.
Exactly though, man. I don't know. This ain't the first ass whooping he took, man. You
Tim
know,
Tszyu?
and yeah, Tim Zeus. I mean,
Talking about the
sometime in a
Fundora fight?
person, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Sometime in people going out in fights, they may win or lose in their ass whooping. It's just like with the Devin Haney assessment. I want to see how he look, just his fundamentals though. See if that shit done shook anything up in his ass. But Tim Zeus looked like ass. Straight ass. That ass whooping he got. Straight ass. Didn't expect him to take that much. Even with my guy, Earl Spence Jr., man down. The shit he took from motherfucking blackface, nah, Black. That shit was just ain't.
Repeat
I
that.
didn't see that shit coming. I didn't see it coming.
Repeat what you just said. That little last thing, because it kind of glitched up on my end.
Which one by Earl?
No, no. That last statement you just made, because it kind of glitched up.
Well, Keith Thurman looked good, man. I'm gonna say that though. I was up there. I'm glad you back, my boy. I ain't been seeing the, you know what I'm saying, the flaming shits, you
Yep.
know. So you back
Yeah,
early in the
man.
morning.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Ben. You know, jumping on panel. It's been a while, man. It's been kind of difficult to find something positive to say about a lot of the American boxers, but hey, man, when it is something positive to say, I'm gonna step up and say it. And let me give myself the flame of shame. For getting my pick wrong. I thought Brock Jarvis was gonna get Keith out of there within 3 rounds, and Keith still got something left. He proved to everybody he still got something left, and got Brock Jarvis out of there in 3 rounds and said, you know how Keith be. He's a boy. The boy not supposed to be in there with me. Hey, in his post fight interview, that motherfucker said, boom bop, bing bop, boom bop, bow. The type of shit I'm only wouldn't understand. I was like, okay, Keith, okay, you happy about the victory, but yeah, man, we got to see what Keith can do. Ben was talking about Tim Zoo and how he not gonna be the same after that ass whooping he took, and how he looked like ass versus Murtazalia. I think he looked like ass as well, man. I just thought Murtazalia was I think he overlooked Murtazalia, and Murtazalia just fucked him up. That was just Murtazalia night, and I think that it was a hellacious beating that Tim Zoo might not be able to bounce back from and be the same. And I think it's a great fight now. It makes because I had Tim Zoo um, beating Keith. When that fight first got announced, I was like, oh no, Tim Zoo gonna fuck Keith up. But I don't know. Being that Keith finally got a W, he got some confidence coming off this victory over Brock Jarvis. Now he's excited to get back in the ring. He's calling out Tim Zoo. We got to see if he can hold up physically, because these injuries has been plaguing this man's career. So we got to see if Keith is serious, about stepping in there and challenging himself against the likes of Tim Zoo or any of the top competition at 154. And if he get beyond Tim Zoo, then they're gonna be talking about, oh shit, man, maybe Crawford, or maybe this or maybe that. So I'm not going that far. I'm not going that far yet. But it's still good to see that Thurman, still got something left, man. Thurman still got something left. So can't be mad at that, man. You cannot be mad at that man progress that he's making in this sport. So shout out to him. Big shout out to him. Um, let me see if we got anything else going on in the chat. Let's see. One time got it done in no time. And Martin say Spence is done. He might be, man. You know, um, Spence, no fight, no fight scheduled from what I'm hearing. First they say it was Sebastian Fedor. Sebastian Fedor is stupid waiting around for Spence, man. I was like, man, that's a stupid decision, you know. But it's fucked up. His management talked him into, I don't know, man. It just seemed like every time Bud Crawford get in the equation, people start scrambling. CMD, what's up, man? Brawler the boxer. Okay, so that brawler style is probably tailor made for Keith to get your ass up out of there. Um, yeah, Porter almost got clipped with a he actually did get clipped with a left hook. He had to calm that shit the fuck down. So yeah, niggas that do be trying to go in there brawling, they do be kind of getting fucked up with Keith. But it's just been a long time. I just figured, hey man, that inactivity, man, he gonna get cooked. I just thought he was too comfortable. I was bringing up points about, you know, his relationship and kids and all that. And I was like, he ain't gonna be ready. That nigga there went in there playing Childish Gambino. This is America. One time. So shout out to him, man. Hopefully he got paid good. I couldn't find no kind of info on his on their purses for this fight. So hopefully they got paid good. Unfortunately for Brock, it's gotta be pretty damn embarrassing, man. And he was talking hella shit too. He uses his other banner for Brock, man. Flame ashamed of Brock Jarvis, man, because you was talking hella shit, man. Literally, right when they touched gloves, he was talking shit to him. He was almost talking like how Antonio Tarver was talking to Roy Jones. You know, you got any excuses tonight, Roy? He's almost saying some shit like that. You got any excuses tonight, Keith? You know, I was like, oh shit. Keith was quiet too. Keith was just looking at him, touch gloves. But yeah, Brock, you embarrassed yourself, man. He even walked out. I think his walk in, he had his family, his son and shit. Damn, cooked in three, three and out. You know, second time he got stopped in his career. He got stopped by a guy coming off 3 years off the couch, man, and in and out of the clinic, you know, with injuries and shit. And Brock Jarvis, there's no reason why you shouldn't have won this fight, man. I'm not taking no credit away from Keith, but damn, Brock, you coming off a knockout, spectacular knockout in December, and this guy is coming off injuries, vacations, and family, being family dad and all this shit, and knock you out, bro, in 3 rounds in your backyard. This is horrible, man. This is bad representation for Australians. Australians be on some big champ shit, so I'm not, you know, like I told y'all before, they on some big champ shit. Australians be fighting. But damn, bro, you probably downgraded to Cambosa's level with this week shit. 3 rounds, bro? You couldn't go past 3 rounds with Keith after 3 years of being out of the ring. Flame of shame, Brock Jarvis, man. Stop talking shit, man. Get go back to the drawing board. Focus. Get in the gym. Get some good wins first, man. Get some good wins before you talk. It's horrible. What's up, Charles? So I'm gonna be on for just a few. Let somebody pull up. I had to give my credit to Chief Keef, man. We was flaming his hairline, all kind of shit. And shout out to Keith, man. Maybe he bottled all that up and used it as fuel. You know. So that's what's up, man. That's what we're here to do. Flame you motherfuckers to get y'all mad enough to get these victories, man. You know, the ones that bitch up, get out of here. Y'all weak anyway. You know what I'm saying? If these fighters are offended by the UGC and how we flame, you weak. You are weak. You're supposed to take this and use it to make you better in the boxing ring. You're supposed to be thinking about these negativity and these predictions of these niggas telling you you're going to get your ass stopped. Because I said you was going to get stopped in three, and you stopped this man in three. You know what I mean? And guess what? As a man, I'm going to come back and give myself the flame of shame and give you the flame of fame. See? That's how that go. If you got an issue with what we say, do something about it. That's it. Do something about it. Don't cry. Do something. No worries. Shout out to my dog Charles, man, the whole team, for the ones that couldn't make this particular live stream. But it's called the playback. So shout out to everybody catching the playback. You know, me and the homies, we woke up this morning like, oh shit, the motherfucker won. The nigga won. So PBC got a little life left, man. To go back to the homies comment earlier, he said Spence done. Hey man, um, that would be a good fight for Spence. You know, that would be a good fight for Spence. He talked all that shit about how that fight was don't make no sense and how Keith lame. I bet you people will be talking about that making that fight happen now. I bet you Errol Spence fans are saying it because they want to see Spence get a good victory coming back to the ring. And what better victory to get it over than somebody like Keith? They got. Come on, man. They can build that up. Keith is gonna sell it. You already know that. Keith Thurman will sell that fight. All Spence got to do is show up with his lazy eye and crackling voice. I'm gonna work hard and do what I gotta do, man down. He gonna do all that shit, and Keith gonna be like, um, I'm back, baby. You know, boom bop, bing bop, boom bop, bam. Type of shit I am, you wouldn't understand. He gonna do that old goofy, cringe shit, and it's gonna sell, man. It will sell. Prime is about to get rid of y'all anyway. Y'all got to do something. Tank, no, y'all seen what Tank on. Tank ain't on shit. Keith is willing to fight. I think. Put Keith, Tim Zoo. Um, y'all gonna do pay per view. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna stream the hell out of it. But Tim Zoo, you and Keith and Tim Zoo pay per view, And then after that, Spence, get your ass up, man. What the fuck? Lazy ass nigga. That's the thing about Spence that y'all niggas don't want to reality y'all want to deal with. That nigga lazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think he be just like even before, man. Just you know, why he fired the dude that was effective for him? What was his name? Um, Blue Sea, Blue Day, or Blue Ray. Yeah, why he fire him? Could have definitely oh, let me move this imagery. It says Keith hairline. Oh shit. What's up?
Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Black?
Kong, what's up, man?
I'm good, man. Just sending shout out to Keith and goddamn comb over, awful looking shit.
Damn. I was saying the other day, man, it seemed like when they got that little straight Israeli texture, S curl texture, and it's receding, it's
Let me
worse.
let me tell you something. So yesterday, there's an island close to us called Anguilla. So they just had their new government got elected, and they're
Mhm.
swearing in their new prime minister or premier or whatever. So this, it's a lady. So I'm watching this shit on YouTube, and I'm like, who's that behind her? There's this guy with a hairline that's worth like you Black. You got to see this here. Let me see if we can change this shit because I'm like, there's no reason why.
Standing behind the lady, would you say she was
Yeah,
again?
like she was like, I was like, this is this. So I told my sister because she knows the lady premier. I was like, you need to tell this man to not come to goddamn parliament like this. This man looks terrible. Look at it. Hold on.
Yeah, man, switch the image so we get. Oh hell no!
Like, how am I gonna watch
Damn.
her? How am I gonna watch her when he's behind her?
Oh, they did that on purpose, Kong.
The fuck am I gonna like? What?
They did that on purpose, just to take
That's
the attention
crazy.
off this lady, and that way you're not even paying attention to what she even talking about. She could have something good to say, but if
I
you got
didn't
this,
hear nothing. I was like, who the fuck is this?
wow, why are you even holding on to that?
Man, get the
Oh
fuck out
my
of
goodness, man!
here.
If ridiculous was a person, that dude right there in the background, yeah, you know what, Keith, we off you, man. We on this dude right here. You better be somebody super important for them to put him behind her.
They said she told me he's the attorney general. I was like, he's the attorney general? Like he's the legal person for the government? Yeah. I was like, fuck out of here.
He need a personal barber, man. That shit is awful. Look like George Lopez
Fuck out of here.
cracked out meth uncle or some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
That's unnecessary.
yeah, unnecessary type shit, man. But
But
goddamn,
whatever.
3 rounds. Brock Jarvis couldn't go past 3 rounds with a dude who's been out of the ring for 3 years.
When did Liam Power knock out Brock Jarvis? Like 2 rounds or some shit?
One, one
Liam
round,
Power
man.
was 1 round.
One rounder. I remember
But
that.
you
I
know,
watched that shit.
Brock Jarvis, Eddie Hearn brought Brock Jarvis to America for this big debut over here, some shit, and he almost got knocked out
For real, who
against
did he fight?
some journeyman or some shit, and he almost got knocked out in like early rounds because he fights with his face open and he fights like trash.
Yeah,
Like he wants to rush you up on the ropes and beat you up. Well, nobody going for that shit, man.
damn. You know what I thought? I just thought like because I seen a couple of his fights where he's just like he's just super aggressive and offensive in them early rounds, and he was just throwing hella combinations upstairs, downstairs, and I'm like, Keith gonna start off hella slow. He gonna be have hella ring rust, and this dude's gonna just be he gonna overwhelm him. But no, it was actually Keith going to the body, and it sounded like the Keith's body shots was affecting Brock Jarvis. I seen Brock get a few body shots in there on Keith
Nah,
once
but
once he
Keith
caught him,
Keith
but
was Keith was aiming them shits perfect.
mm.
and that brought his, that slowed Brock down a lot. And Brock is just a big muscled up dude. He not no goddamn just terrible.
Yeah, man, Brock. He's so he's matching him or something, or who is he with?
He not a matchroom. He with the Australian whoever that Tasman or whoever.
Tasmania.
No, he with Tasman Promotions, I think. But he came to America with Eddie. Remember Eddie tried to do the that's where Liam Parrow and them came from in the initial push into Australia. So Brock was one of them guys, and Eddie brought him to America, and he was on like an early one of them early fights, and the dude almost knocked Brock the fuck out, like had him done.
Mm,
I don't know how he even won that fight. It was terrible, and I was like,
damn.
this dude sucks.
So he must have ended up stopping the dude because what he had 22 wins, 20 knockouts, and I think
Let me see.
his only losses came to Brock. I mean, his only loss came to Paro, and then now Keith.
Nah, he won the fight, but I don't know how he was like. He was
Must have been
done.
knockout. Oh, okay. Let me see. So he fought Paro in 2022.
Yeah, he fought in Fresno. This was in he fought in Fresno. That's his only American fight in Fresno.
Do you remember the name of the guy? Because I'm looking at his box score
Some
right.
Alejandro Rodriguez or some
Oh,
shit.
Adrian Rodriguez. Okay, I see it. Oh, oh,
No,
it
no,
was
no. Go down further. I think this was on. This
oh,
was
Alejandro. Okay, I see what you're
yeah.
saying. Oh, he
He
knocked
almost
him
got
out.
yeah. He almost got knocked the shit. I was like, what the.
Oh yeah, in Fresno. Damn. Yeah, it says it stopped. He stopped him in the fifth round though. But you're
Bro,
saying he
you
almost.
you watch that fight. Brock was yeah. Anyway,
It was just like a hook or some shit or a body shot again. I got
he
him in
was a
trouble.
fuck punched him in the face, I think, and I was like, this dude is just he was just fighting this wild kind of style, like trying to pin dude against the ropes and beat him up and whatever.
Mm-hmm. What up, Rascalot? He said Liam Paro, KO Jarvis, at 140. Yeah, man, that knockout was, whoo, that was horrible. Seeing him try to get up, that was worse than damn, that was probably worse than um, yeah, that was worse than a lot of KOs I seen. That motherfucker was trying to get up. That was terrible. Worse than McCauley recently. So yeah, um, yeah, man, Brock Jarvis, got his ass whooped in his backyard. Keith Thurman went out there playing childish Gambino. This is America. And had his American colors on, and I don't know, man. He's at 154 pounds now. Um, is he more? Is he stronger at 54? Being that he ain't got to cut down to 147. Did the time out of the ring help him? Is he recovered now? Was it? I don't know. But what do you think about that matchup, Keith Thurman and Tim Zoo, man?
I don't like again. I don't. Zoo is okay, but I don't. I think Thurman, if he gets straight back into that fight, I think he beats Tim Zoo.
Mm.
If
So
Tim
at
Zoo
this
had
point,
fought,
you got Keith beating Tim.
if they had fought when they were supposed to fight, I would have had Tim beating Keith. But
Yeah, me too.
now Keith is back. I think Keith is a more measured fighter than Tim Zoo. But if they had fought back when they were supposed to fight, before Tim Zoo got this goddamn his head almost chopped off against Fundora and got knocked out by um, what's the guy named Black?
Murtazaliev.
Yeah, so
Bakram
he
Murtazaliev.
yeah, so Tim, Tim right now has some issues that he needs to work on. And I think Keith coming off this win and all that shit, if he goes straight into that fight, I'll pick Keith.
Mm.
Right now, I'll have to see how Tim looks though, but Tim also fights that kind of way because Tim fights that's the same thing, face open, come forward, and all that shit, and I'm just like, all right, okay.
Mm. So, I mean, I think that it'll do numbers in Australia. See, he just fought. He just knocked out Brock in Australia. So I'm sure it'll do good numbers if he decides to fight Tim Zoo in Australia. Them people gonna
But
come out to want to see that get back.
Where was the fight supposed to be the first time? In America?
Uh, I don't know. I think
I
probably in
mean,
Australia though.
it,
I'm not
yeah, it, it
mistaken.
would have to be in Australia because nobody's paying to see Tim Tszyu versus Keith Thurman in America. That fight sells in Australia. That's where they gave Keith Brock Jarvis to knock out in Australia, so it can be built up into something.
I mean, it's smart. It definitely was smart. It's perfect. It's a perfect setup for that Tim Tszyu fight out there. That definitely makes sense to make that next out there. So let's just say, for instance, right, Keith fights Tim Tszyu next. Maybe back end of the year, and he gets past Tim Tszyu. What about Keith and Spence? Spence has been out of the ring a long time as well. He got
God.
absolutely destroyed in his last fight, and we don't know what Spence is going to return to the ring, if he returns at all. So, like, if he beats Tim Tszyu, who are you favoring if that fight gets made?
It would have to be Keith because again, Keith would have activity behind him, fighting young, strong men. Errol Spence is, I don't know what, I don't even know who's training Errol Spence. I don't know what he's doing. We haven't seen any. Have you seen any footage of Errol Spence doing any training?
Nothing.
I mean, I don't know what this dude's on. So it would have to be Keith. And that's unfortunate because Errol Spence used to diss Keith. Oh, I'm not going to fight Keith and all that shit. Whatever.
Mm,
But I would have to pick Keith because no, Keith is coming off two good wins. Well, one good win if he beat Tim Tszyu and a tune-up against Brock Jarvis.
mm.
But I mean, Errol Spence hasn't had a fight, but then I mean, Errol Spence says he don't do tune-ups, right? He's savage, right? He's savage.
Savage, man.
Yeah, he don't do tune-ups.
I don't know, but at this point, like, based off what Keith, okay, he just took out a young lion in Brock Jarvis, but if he beats Tim Tszyu, Keith does not. Keith won't be considered a tune-up because
Nope.
those, Tim Tszyu is a high caliber, I mean, contender,
That's what I'm saying.
former champ.
That's what I'm
So,
saying. I mean, I mean, Keith would have had two wins, young strongman, and Errol Spence hasn't had a fight since he got beat up.
hmm
So, I mean, you would have to pick Keith Thurman because Errol Spence, you're not sure if Errol Spence is even boxing no more. I mean, he showed like I think on social media that he's not fat, he's skinny, but that just might mean you're on Ozempic. I don't know.
hey, mine's salute, my brother, respect, man. Yeah, damn. I mean, it's just crazy that we having this kind of conversation at this point because we would have never thought that at this point in their careers we would say we're favoring Keith to beat Spence.
Hey, man.
For the last 4 or 5 years, people be like, "Oh man, Spence would step on Keith. There's no
You
way
you
Keith can fuck with Spence."
you think Spence not fighting because PBC can't afford to pay him because they don't really have no dates, they don't really have a lot of guaranteed money, or you think Spence not fighting because he's fucked up?
I think it's by choice. I think if Spence wanted to get back in the ring, they will have a slot for him because he's still Spence. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
still Spence. It ain't like they can't make, like they're not gonna be able to make money off him. They're gonna make money off Spence.
So
Stack the cards,
so
do
you
what
think
you
it's
do.
pride?
But yeah, I think it's pride. I think it's just, being that it's his first loss. He's an emotional guy, man. I think he's emotional. He's you know, I mean, you say he's slim now, but I think for the first 2 years he was eating like a motherfucker, man. That them first year,
Yeah.
after the loss, oh man, he was greasy burgers, all kind of shit.
He might
But
have ate all the chickens on the farm.
you know what I mean? Oh, right. You supposed to be raising chickens. He eating them and shit now. But right. Chickens and cows is at a minimum
That's
now. He
right.
gotta he gotta restock. But yeah, man. I think it's the pride. I think that um yeah, I feel like it's not PBC holding him back. It's him. Like if you wanted to get back in the ring, you know, shit, Keith could have been got back in the ring, but his injury situation. Um, but at this point, man, shit. I mean, damn, Spence. I mean, if you're not gonna fight for Endora, you know, I don't know, dog. And then it's like Keith got to fight at 54 before Spence, and Spence was supposed to be the more active, fighter. But Keith already got his foot in the door at 54. Got a damn good win, in my opinion. In his first fight back out of three, been out of the ring for 3 years, and then calling out everybody, man. Come on, Spence. You can't have this guy out here talking about, I'm back. Keith one time is back. Boom, bop, bam. What type of shit I am? You won't understand. Like, you can't have this nigga out here freestyling and acting like he's the PBC guy that's the top PBC guy that's back now. Come on now, Spence. Where your star power, man? Your fans, I think his fans will come back out and jump on people panels if he come out and say, man, down, we back. We back. We returning September. Do something. This is getting pathetic at this point. Brascott said, I never thought a prime Spence would beat Keith. Keith would have boxed circles around Spence. Yeah, like when Keith was first, like when he was still WBA champ and they was first throwing Spence in the equation, I was like, nah, bro, I don't think Spence is ready for Keith. But come on, man, after the unification with Danny and then the injuries and then um, just the way his energy was in interviews when asked about Spence, it was just like, nah, I don't think he's confident he can even fuck with Spence. But at this point, um, now people think that Spence might get his ass fucked up if you jump in there with Keith. Keith looked alright. I'm not gonna lie. That fucking uppercut was vicious, man. He hit him with a right hook, right hook, left uppercut. That was a combination to put him on his ass. I said, oh shit. So hey, that's still it'll sell. I think Keith versus Spence will sell, man. Shoot, I better do something because Prime, I'm sure is about ready to get rid of y'all. With that tank bullshit that was pulled in that last event, man, Prime ain't got time for that little champ shit, man. So, bring Keith. Like I was saying, Kong, Keith will sell it. All Spence got to do is show up, with his
Facts.
lazy eye, and let Keith sell it. You know,
Facts. Let Keith, step aside. You come in and just laugh with your ugly teeth, and just say, yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see on Saturday. I mean, just make sure you show up. I mean, by any means. I'm gonna win this fight. I'm gonna show the world that Errol Spence ain't no joke. I'm back. You know what I mean? I'm back, baby.
right? It is some shit he would say. All right, this show on Saturday night. You know, and let Keith talk his shit. Let Keith talk about his teeth and bouncing off concrete and flying out of the Ferrari, and it'll sell, man. Keith got to give to the gab, man, to sell these fights. But does Spence really want to get off the couch, man? Get off the farm, you know? Damn,
I
his
mean,
fans
Spence,
quiet.
Spence might be a rich man. I mean, if he still got them chickens, I mean, eggs are like $20 an egg, so he might be really making a lot of money.
That is a good point. He could be making a killing with the eggs right now. He probably right. He probably hustling the shit out of eggs right now, man. He ain't worried about no damn boxing gloves.
Nah, but that's why. Because I was like, why PBC is an odd place to be signed to because these dudes not fighting shit, and you don't know if they. And it's like they're not retired, but they're just not fighting, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is it that they can't pay you, or you don't want to fight? Like, what the fuck is going on?
You know what? I think when AB was kind of exposing how PBC do things a little bit, like I think some of them get like allowances, like they'll get a certain percentage of their purse, and then over the time of their inactivity, they're getting like maybe one check a month or something, or I don't know how they doing that shit, man. But it don't make sense like for them to be this inactive when you get paid to fight. So I'm like, it's got to be an explanation. Maybe they are getting um portions of their money, instead of getting their shit all up at front. Say they're supposed to get 3 million for the last fight or some shit. Instead of getting a full 3 million, you might get a million, and then over time you getting like say 20,000 a month, for the next, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of this shit because it don't make no sense at all. Why these dudes is on the shelf like they are when you pay to fight? I mean, this is how you pay your bills. It's how you take care of your family. But I don't know. They got some weird situation over there at PBC to where you only got to fight once, every 4 years, and they still talking about thank you, Al. I'm like, damn, okay. What the fuck is Al doing? Well, you niggas ain't got to get in the ring. I believe Spence didn't pass the neurological test, but he was advised not to put it out there. That is a possibility. That is a possibility, Rasclot, that maybe he's not fit to go. Maybe he's, mentally and emotionally, he's not healthy enough to return to the ring. And if that's the case, I understand. Come on now. Bud beat the hell out of that man. You know, I'm pretty sure that nigga was like, he thought he was about to be in the afterlife for a minute. You know, um, she was rough, man. She was definitely rough. But hey, he's still a star. It's still a bag out there for Spence. Despite him getting beat up by Bud Crawford, there's still a bag out there. It don't matter who he fight. That's a fact. It don't matter who Spence get in the ring with next. Is people gonna show up? He's Errol Spence. They want to see, oh, is this the same Spence? Is he gonna get his ass whooped or is he back like Keith? So look at ULX. Said Keith is back for PBC. And I'm telling you, Spence better do something now because they're gonna be like, all right, well, fuck you, Spence. Since your ass wanna be, you know, one of his niggas, we'll roll with Keith. We'll give Keith back the flag and he'll hold up the torch for us, man. You know what I mean? This is America. Put Keith in there, man. You know what I mean? So Keith got the energy. He's confident. He's got a knockout. That's all it takes sometimes. You know, talking shit and getting a knockout. Hey, and if you get that Tim Zoo fight, it's like, goddamn, hey, Keith is back at one of the top, back to being one of the top fighters at PBC.
But ain't
So
that
ain't gonna salute
amazing though?
what?
Ain't that like Keith was nowhere black, and he's on the verge of once again being one of the top fighters at 154
Well, one
in
fight
about
away.
2 weeks. Yeah, he if Keith beats Tim Tszyu,
Hmm.
almost immediately Keith can walk into any title shot.
Yeah.
Almost immediately.
If he beat Tim Zoo, I feel like his star power raises above what he's up there, back up there with like the names of Tank, Spence, and all them other guys that's popular at PBC. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Imagine that Keith was nowhere black. He wasn't
Hmm.
fighting. He was home playing a flute. He was losing his hair. All this shit. And now he might be back straight up, like telling Al, "Hey man, I need this. I need that. I need a hometown fight somewhere in Pahokee, Florida, somewhere. I don't know where the fuck they're from. I
Hmm.
mean, he's from, but
Clearwater and shit. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, Clearwater. I might, I need a hometown fight. All this shit, and it's like Errol Spence not fighting, Rum Punch Charlo, none of the Charlos fighting, none.
Bruh.
And
Hmm.
it's like Keith back, he beats Tim Zoo. I mean, the comeback story is gonna be great. I mean, Keith gonna be talking so much shit. It's gonna be wonderful. Imagine this dude who look like somebody who serves me shawarmas, no talking shit on the stage. You need to go and make me my lamb shawarma.
Right. He over here looking like he make gyros and shit. Like, bro, you
Yeah.
really out here talking shit. But yeah, man, you're right, bro. One fight and Keith is already on the verge of being the the superstar that he once was, man. It's crazy. Especially if you beat Tim. If you beat Tim, oh yeah, there's no question, bro.
He back. He back. He back.
They saying
You know
RoboCop.
what
Yeah, RoboCop would be definitely back if he beat Tim. Keith Murphy.
I'm saying?
Murphy. Right. That'd be some shit. That would be some shit, man. Keith Rascal said Keith need to stay away from them Europeans at 154 though. Yeah, don't fight Murtazalia. Well, Murtazalia's Russian. Um yeah,
Same thing
Murtazalia.
don't matter. Don't matter. All them dudes. Don't I mean, for a quick tune-up, he could fight what's his name, Madrimov, because all Madrimov do is feint. He
Oh,
don't he don't fight. He just feints and herky jerky feints, herky jerky. He don't throw no hands.
hmm
A quick
yeah.
tune-up.
He looked awful in his last fight too. So I
So
don't know.
so
That'll be a good ass win for Keith if he get Matchball on the resume.
so
Former
so Keith is
champ,
like 154, 154, or is he still 147?
54.
Okay.
He up there with the 54 pounders. But yeah, it's gonna be something, man.
He's like
To
Danny
see
Garcia.
Danny fought last at 160. Remember, he fought Laura.
Oh yeah, right. 160, right. Him and Lara moved up, right.
Man, quit. hmm
You
I
can
went up
fight
too
Jamel
high,
Charlo. What about Jamel Charlo? How about that fight?
bro. I have no idea what's going on with Jamel, man. I've heard nothing. Hey, it's been quiet in Texas, man. I'm gonna put it like that.
Bro,
Spence,
a lot of these
Jamel,
people
Jamal,
who just gone.
bro,
Even
it's
the guy
silent.
even the guy who fought Jamel for undisputed, the Argentinian, he just disappeared. You know,
Which one?
the guy who Jamel fought for the undisputed, the Argentinian guy who they
Oh, you talking about? No, not Argent. Was he from Argentina? Yeah, he
the
was.
Argentinian.
Brian Castano. That's what you
Yeah,
talking about, right?
everybody just all these dudes just
Oh,
disappeared.
actual in the background. My bad. What up, family?
Yeah.
God damn.
What up,
Chief Keef.
Chief Queef? Yeah, what you was talking about, Brian Castano? What? What about
Yeah, he
Brian?
just disappeared. All these dudes just disappeared.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Brian Castano, man, he took that bag, man, and you haven't seen shit from him, heard nothing.
I mean, shit in
It's
Argentina must be
crazy.
like mad cheap right now because Argentina's economy is dead. So he might be
Yeah,
down there.
shit. Look
By,
at Chico, look at Chico Maidana, which recently got in a dang accident, man. So I mean, prayers with him, and
wow.
yeah, he got in a motorcycle accident, some shit like that.
What is up with
Yeah,
boxers and motorcycles, man? Damn.
I
Yeah,
don't. I
no.
stay away from him, man, because I had uncles die and stuff like that, and my mom was just like, "Yo, don't ever get a motorcycle." I was like, "All right, I won't get a motorcycle."
I mean, after what's the guy that we lost in the sport of boxing that Floyd fought? Corrales, right? Didn't he die from a motorcycle
Uh,
accident?
something like that. Yeah, yeah. Apparently, yeah.
Diego Corrales. I'm like, after that one, I'm like, man, all boxers should stay off bikes, man. That
But
shit
wasn't
Was
he
it
drunk though? Wasn't it like a DUI? I'm not sure. I'm not.
was it a motorbike that fucked up Paul Williams?
Something like that.
Paul
Yeah,
Williams
yeah.
too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's too many bike accidents with these boxers. I'm like, bro, y'all ride, get a Ferrari like Spence or something. At least, you know, you might bounce off concrete and survive or something. But damn, these bikes, that ain't it, man.
I think that's why Tyson he stopped riding the motorcycles and stuff like that, cause
Oh shit,
cause
Tyson?
they were very dangerous,
Very
like my
fast.
Puerto Rican brothers be saying they're peligroso, so and
How do you say torque? You imagine Tyson saying torque. Too much torque. Torque. Yeah, man. Brian Costello. He said Brian Costello or something. Yeah, it's Castano. He said facts Castano disappeared like a motherfucker. Damn, he was a good ass fighter too.
chilling. I'm saying, when the Argentinian economy is not all there. You got that other guy out there, kind of the melee guy with the chainsaw and cutting this and that, and
Hey,
kind of,
yo, what?
but that, yeah, man, that dude, that melee dude in Argentina, he's
He's
crazy. So
fucking the
you know,
economy up.
yeah, yeah,
He sold them people some bad cryptocurrency and said, "Oh well, fuck it."
yeah,
I
yeah,
was like,
yeah,
"What?"
did all that shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What?
So
What
he's
is he
doing.
though? Your
He's
president
like
or
a
some shit
right.
out there?
He's like a ultra white right wing kind of dude or whatever.
Loves him some Trump, loves him some Israel, loves him some Elon Musk, that shit. He was like, nah, we're gonna use the US currency as our official currency. And
Yeah,
then he was pushing like this fake cryptocurrency and a bunch told people to buy the shit. people bought it and then immediately lost all their fucking value and just fucking because it's like make a bunch of people buy it, run up the cost of the crypto, and the people behind it sell off the shit
Yep.
and then just close it down or whatever, and it just loses all its value. And he's like, "Oh well,
Yeah.
that's just how it goes." I'm like, "What?"
That was definitely a pump and dump. You know what I mean? Because
Pump and
he
dump.
did what he did was he fired everybody that could do anything as far as regulation goes, right? And it's kind of what they're doing now. So you fire everybody, whatever, get it all topsy turvy, then do whatever the fuck you want to do, you know, financially or whatever, and then get away with it, because essentially the stuff's not there to keep it in balance or whatnot, to audit it.
What's up, Red? Let me drop the link again.
So yeah, that guy's crazy, man.
Damn. Yeah, I never heard of the dude, but
But yeah, that's why stuff in Argentina is so cheap, though.
damn. What up, Saul? Uh, yeah, I dropped the link again in case Red or Rascal want to jump on. But yeah, man. Did you watch the full 3 rounds? Action.
Man, I saw the highlights, man. I was trying to catch the full fight, but I saw what I needed to see, man. It's just that kid was straight up a club fighter, man. That's it. You know what I mean? can't, can't be
Damn.
serious, man. 60 guy, that dude, he was ass garbage. You know what I'm saying? Ass
Basura.
garbage. Bashura. Safacon
Straight,
juice.
bruh. He was talking shit. Did you see right before they touched gloves? He was talking shit to him, like how Tony Tarver was talking to Roy. You got any excuses today? On that type shit. I was like, uh-oh. Got his ass cooked for that
Oh,
too.
we got cooked. Keith was right. He was like, when I touch that chin, don't go down. Please don't go down. He went down, Keith.
Yeah. I was impressed with the body work Keith was doing. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, and I'm impressed that Keith took body work too. Like Keith took it to give it, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely shout out to Keith Thurman, man. He came back. That's a good
Maybe this
come
maybe
back
this is
as
a better
far as
division
just to be
for Keith.
active.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
just
this
to
is a
be
better.
active, man.
Mhm.
But
Um,
you saying maybe he's gonna be better coming this time
yeah, I was just
around?
thinking about the weight class. It seemed like he was able to. The body shots didn't affect him as much because he was getting hit with some clean body shots in that first round, and that's why was
Oh,
my
so he
main
got more
concern.
durability. So you saying he
Yeah,
got more
yeah.
durability at 160? Yeah, I
Well,
can
one
see
fifty
that. Yeah,
four. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So maybe I mean, Brock is still like you say, club fighter, or whatever. But now if he gets through Tim Zoo, he's handling those body shots from Tim Zoo and those power punches from Tim Zoo or something, then I'm like, oh yeah, he might be at the right place at 54 because 47 maybe he was just too weak. You know how Crawford say he's too weak and he stayed at 40 too long. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
so maybe that could have been the case. A lot of these guys do that though. They'll stay at weight classes too long. They wait for them to get their ass whooped. Be like, you know what? I should have went up. I was at the weight class too long. Why you lose?
Right.
Why you wait till you lose before you make that move there? But
Hey,
yeah,
I'll be
we
right back. I'll be right back.
I bet.
It's crazy, man. These guys, man, they come up with a lot of excuses, A lot of excuses, man. Too many
Bruh.
excuses. But all this with what you think about this Dana White thing, man? This new thing. What do you think that's
Bro,
going?
I don't really know enough about it to even like give my opinion on it like that.
Oh,
But my question is it going to be a part of boxing, the sport that we watch, or is this a separate league from the
I
sport that
guess
we
it's gonna
watch?
be like apparently they're not gonna be going by the sanctioning bodies and stuff like that. Like they'll go through the athletic commissions through, but
Yeah.
like as far as the sanctioning body goes, they don't have nothing to do with the sanctioning bodies. They're gonna be having a separate, like like a league, but they still have to go through like each state's boxing commission to operate. Obviously,
Okay,
uh,
okay.
so
I
it's
ain't got
gonna
no
just be
issue
a
with
box.
that.
It's just gonna be a boxing league, I guess, on their own. You know what I mean? So who knows?
Well,
Who knows? Who knows? Who will show up? Club fighters or fighters from collegiate level or military, etc. You know what I'm saying? Just that kind of thing. Or a PAL league. You know, stuff like that. Coming. New talent, right? Right,
mm,
new talent we never seen before. Haven't been keeping track. Just boxes, and there's gonna be apparently it's gonna be less weight classes, so it's gonna be like the original weight classes, right? So there is gonna be no super middleweight. You know what I'm saying? It's your middleweight, and that's from middleweights from I guess anywhere from 150 to 170 or some shit. You know what I mean?
mm,
So
damn.
yeah, it's a difference. That dude that be selling that fucking shoe shine shit. Mexican dude.
Oh, I thought you said with the black dude. No, no, I ain't seen
Nah,
no.
nah, you never see that dude. He like, once I hit the shoes with the foam, I'm in the zone.
That sounds familiar though. Yeah, I think I may have seen that or some shit. It sounds familiar. Shout out to Bruce Gas, man.
Bruce
Big
Gas.
salute.
Yeah,
Brock got broke up by Keith, says Julius. Yeah, man. Right in front of his, I think that was his kid or some shit. I'm like, damn,
that's
bro, you
fun.
dog.
His whole family, his
That was his whole family, dog. God damn.
whole fam, dude. Everybody was in the building. He left the ring disgusted, man. He didn't even want to do the post fight ring interview, man.
Oh,
He
for real?
he got up out of there, man. Then
Flame
Keith
of
stood up
shame.
there.
Flame of shame,
Then
Brock,
then
for that.
Keith stood up there. He was like, Keith was like, yeah, you know, it's like you never left. He was like, "Oh, I'm back. I'm saying? I'm back, baby. All these camps and these fights not going through. I was ready. What I'm saying? I was ready. I didn't have to get ready. I was already ready. Feel me? So
Hey, did you see
yeah,
him in the
tough kid, but I had to give him the one time to his
right?
mind.
I had to do it one more time. Right.
He didn't say
Uh
that, but he said some shit.
right. You put a little extra sauce on it. But it
Yeah.
was funny that motherfucker was like boom bop, bing bop, boom bop, bam. Type shit I only wouldn't understand.
Yo, that shit was funny as shit, bro.
I said, Keith is a fool, dog. Keith was funny, bro. But
That
shout out to the
shit.
playback gang. He's back. Hairline still fucked up, but he back though. You feel me?
Yo, his hairline was resting
Hmm.
easy.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad he didn't get knocked out. Cause you imagine them pictures of him laying on the campus. If Brock would have knocked him out, just that
Bro,
hairline on the ground, man, would have been the image of the year.
I was like, yo, this guy,
I would have
he
feel good.
lose. Keith lose real bad. I was like, man, this kid probably go a 12 round with him. You know what I mean? Then they give it to the kid or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay,
Yeah,
Keith, Keith fight this kid out, man. This kid was trash. Basura.
man. But soda water, man. God damn.
I hope nobody paid for that kid. Watch that.
Dog, pay per view. I'm talking about. I had just woke up and it said Keith third round knockout. I said, "What the fuck?
Damn, paper
Third round
smooth.
knockout?
Yeah.
Okay, Keith,
Okay.
bruh, surprise me. Shit, let me eat my crow. Let me get my black ass up and do this live stream, cause this food
Word up.
shocked me.
Word up. That's why I said I was like, yo, you got to go live for this, man. This
Hell
is
yeah.
wild.
I'm like, you right, bro. Let me get up, bro. I can't be out here acting like this man that just go out to Australia with his hairline at the back of his fucking scalp. Like
He's
he
like,
didn't go
fuck that.
here.
Keith was like, see my hairline back. My hairline pushed up. Now I got to push
He said
everybody
my
else's back.
hairline.
My
He said,
hairline
I'm
back. Now I
back.
got to push everybody else's back because my shit is
Right.
back. I'm pushing everybody else's back.
He
Join the
said,
club,
not a
baby.
Not only is my hairline back, I'm back too. Me and my
I'm back.
hairline is back. Keith crazy, dog.
Yeah,
We both back. We all back, baby.
you're back,
Boom, pop,
baby.
bam. Y'all wouldn't understand. Man, Keith is a fucking. We needed Keith back, dog. But I ain't gonna lie. I was rooting for Keith to lose just for the content purposes. So I'm gonna be selfish about it. I'm
Yo,
gonna be real.
you- either way it is, but this is even 10 times better now.
Yeah, man. Keith always gonna give you content. It's always gonna be
Yeah,
content with Keith, man.
yo,
It's me
for real,
again.
man.
RGM say, let's go.
Yo,
Uh oh,
this is probably one of the best things to happen in a while, man.
bro. Telling you. Hey, RGM, what up?
Hey, what up?
Yo,
What
Yeah,
up, Black? What up, Actual?
hey, you too, bro.
yeah. We just. Oh, damn. They kicked him out.
Wow.
They was kicking Charles out too. When he kept trying to jump on the other day. So pull back up, Red Glove. You feel me? Oh, shout out to is that the lab?
Yeah.
The Labrador. It's the Labrador for sure. Pull back up, Red. That's my dog. That's my dog. Yeah, man. Okay, it should be him right here.
Can y'all hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah. They
Yeah.
kicked you out, man.
This restream it did it one time on me. It knocked me out.
Damn.
Mm.
3 seconds.
Caught your ass out there. Caught your ass out there and put you to sleep, baby.
Caught you
Keith
lacking.
Keith would have gave me at least 3 rounds.
Hey, you know what's so
Didn't.
crazy? RGM. I
Yeah,
had
well,
picked Keith to lose in 3 rounds, but he fucked around and got the knockout in three.
Yeah, let me see where I put it, bro. Let me see where I fucking.
Uh oh. They done knocked him out again. Watch out for that hook, Red Glove. They gave you Restream is throwing hooks, man. Is Keith that good or is uh Brock that bad? Good question. I'll let you answer that. Actual facts. You muted. Uh oh. Here we go. Damn. They kept kicking Charles out too, bro. Hopefully, they don't keep hitting you with that left hook, kicking you out and shit.
Yo.
Be back.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
answer that question real quick. Actual.
Mhm.
Red Glove says Keith that good or is Brock that bad? What you
Brock's
think?
that bad, man, because yeah, he definitely he definitely below expectations of what a
Damn,
young
Brock.
Australian warrior supposed to do. You know, he went out there. I thought he was gonna be a young kangaroo beating his chest. You know what I'm saying? You know, on some Baby Nate. You know, remember the Baby Nate dude? You know, fuck
He's an
Supreme
eight.
Baby Nate. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we got
But he
RG
ain't
in the
come through
browser.
like
space.
that, man.
Jeez.
He
I'm on
uh
a
he
I'm
got
on
he
a
got
different browser now.
he got
Okay.
washed. He got washed. He definitely got washed and
Washed up,
folded.
huh?
Washed up and folded, pressed, and
Damn. Starched.
dry clean. He and starch, dry cleaned up out of there, man. You know what I'm saying?
All I gotta say is Keith should take advantage. He needs to strike while the iron's hot. He needs to come up with a a crypto coin. He could call it Fun Coin.
You gotta say it, whatever. They gotta spell it with a lisp, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fun Coin. Thon. Fun Coin.
Damn. Brock was talking
And then he
hella
could do
shit.
damn. And then he got the Keith, he looked like he feeling himself right there.
Yeah, he was dancing and shit. I was like, oh.
I gotta look it up.
He was getting loose in Australia, man. He was out there trying to get high fives and shit. I'm like, they not with you, Keith. This ain't
Like
Clearwater,
Keith,
Florida.
Like Keith, you know you gotta leave like right now, right? Them people over there in Australia ain't gonna be happy with you.
Well, apparently he's gonna come back and he's gonna fight Tim Zoo when
That's
the
gonna be.
time is right.
Hey, Red Glove, what you think about that, man? Like that should be a big fight in Australia, right?
Yeah, it should be. Um, yeah,
Perfect build up.
we'll see what
Perfect build up
happens.
to that Tim Zoo fight, being that he just knocked out an Australian native, in his backyard, and then like shit to go back. They can probably take it to the Marvel arena, that arena that Cambosis and Haney fought in. That shit hold a lot of
Oh,
people.
okay.
Fill that motherfucker up.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know nothing about no Australian arena.
Oh shit! Only way I found out about it because when Devin Haney had to fight Cambosis those two times
Yeah.
at
Well,
Marvel Arena.
yeah. The only arena that I know of out of the United States really is Wembley.
Hmm.
You know, everybody know Wembley.
That big motherfucker. Hell yeah. What they hold like 120,
Something
something like
like
that.
that. That's where they had that big old concert back in the 80s. I think it was the 80s. Whatever Life Aid or something like that.
I don't know. I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, that's where Queen, I mean, I don't know if you know much about Queen, but at one point they broke up and then they they actually performed, like this was after they broke up. They hadn't performed in years. And yeah, it was like a big deal. And that was at Wembley. It was a big old it wasn't just their concert. It was like kind of like a festival concert kind of thing. They had a lot of different acts there that day. But
Mm,
I mean, you look up like Queen, I think it was called Life Aid. It was like supposed to be, I guess, a charity. They were trying to raise money for some kind of a cause or something. Anyways, you look up Queen Life Aid, if that's the name, or Wembley, you'll see like a bunch of pictures, and I'm sure YouTube got videos.
mm,
But yeah, it's a big stadium. That's where I remember when Andre Ward was trying to make a fight with Roch. Um, this was like after they had already fought in the Super Six, but he wanted to fight him again, and he wanted it to be at Wembley, and Roch said it wasn't a big enough fight. He said that they ain't gonna sell all them tickets because it's a huge stadium.
mm.
So don't know who to legitimize in that situation, but it's a big stadium.
Yeah. Hey, quick question. Do you think Keith is uh still good for the sport? Like at this stage in his career?
It's
Like
hard to
is
say.
this good? It's like it's
It's hard to
mm,
say because this was definitely a good thing. I didn't expect him to
mm,
I didn't expect him to win. I sure didn't expect him to knock him out. So I put you to this way: it depends on what he does next. If he goes and he sits on the bench for another 2 to 3 years, then no, he's not good for the sport. But if he's actually going to be active and he can keep this going, then yeah, he could definitely be good. Like think about it, especially here in America, we love a good comeback story. You
facts.
know, even if he even if he did a bunch of shit that we didn't care for in the past, if he could come back and then you know do some comeback shit, and then he's older, so it's like even more impressive now. Like, what if he were to be undisputed now versus before? It would be more impressive. Yeah, it
Facts.
was, he was on some bullshit back then, but what do we say all the time about boxing? It's a what have you done for me lately sport. Well, if he's giving us the shit that we want, he's impressing us. It don't matter how corny he is, it don't matter how how much he plays the flute. That dude gives us what we want. We got to respect him for it.
Hmm. Got to do that. So
Hmm.
yeah, man. I came. That's the first thing I did. I gave myself the flame of shame. I flamed my damn self for being wrong because I don't get the picks right every time. But I was
Yeah.
saying earlier too that like you know, a lot of times when we be flaming a lot of these fighters, like make me give myself the flaming shame, like because a lot of times I'll be wanting these
Right.
dudes to go in there and shut me the fuck up because I don't be, you know what I mean? Like Keith 3 years out of the ring, like come on, man, you ain't being serious. You going over there for a paycheck, you gonna get your ass whooped. But you went in there and won, shocked the hell out of me. So now I got to give you your credit
One
and respect.
and by knockout in 3 rounds.
Yeah, and that's why I asked you, being the fact that he got that knockout, because I'm trying to think how long has it been since Keith got a knockout. I need to look that shit up.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
And he was
It's been a
known for
very
that,
long time.
you know.
See, I want to say I'm not 100% on this, but I want to say he hasn't knocked anybody out. Um, I think the first fight that he had where it started this streak of no knockouts was Colazo, and that was in 2015. I remember because there's not many fights that come here, and that was, you know, there's only been one other notable fight that I know of that happened since then, and that was not even a real fight in my opinion. That was when Jake Paul fought uh I forget that dude's name. Tyrone Woodley, I think.
Hmm.
The second time that was here too. But um so we don't get that many fights here. So I remember, and being that I went, yeah, that was in July. I don't remember the exact date, but I know it was July of 2015. So it's been almost 10 years if my memory
No, you
serves
are
me right.
you are accurate. I'm looking at it right now. So it says July of 2015 was his last stoppage. Yep, I'm looking at it.
Damn.
And
See, I
so
wasn't too sure. I was like, maybe he fought somebody and stopped them, and I just don't remember. But damn.
no, it was literally almost he literally almost had a decade of no knockouts, and now he's got a knockout. And like I was saying, like this is something that we've been knowing. Key four is the one time shit. And so when we look at the elements of stars in the sport, right? They gotta have a
Hmm.
personality. They gotta be able to entertain, box, and if they can punch, that's a bonus. If they can knock you out, that's an extra bonus. You see what I'm saying? So Keith when he first came on the scene, he really had all the elements to make a fan friendly boxer where people were like, okay, keep fighting, let's go tune in. So he talks the talk. We know he can sell a fight. Um, he can box. He can punch, and if he's willing to get in there with to display his talent, like that's what we want as boxing fans. It's just
Hmm.
like shit. Who can we see Keith get in there with next? Like if he fights Tim Zoo next, which I feel like that's big for Australia, and beats Tim, it's like oh shit, damn, is Errol gonna get off the couch? Or it's like you
Yeah.
want to see Keith paired up with all of these names that are attractive names to put him in there with at the new division, because it's like damn, because if he knocks out Tim Zoo, it's like oh shit, keep punching at 54. Maybe he was just too weak at
Yeah.
47. And so it just
Yeah.
makes it
And that's what
exciting
I'm
to where
thinking.
it makes it exciting to where it's like damn, maybe this is a whole new chapter of Keith. And as far as he's American. It's just like we ain't got too many people we can really you know what I mean in
Hmm.
America that we can really be like, look, yeah, this guy right here, he the one in America, because a lot of them being on some bullshit, especially when we talking about PBC, you know. But if Keith is, gonna have this type of energy and he gonna be active, that's hey man, I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all, you know. Plus for you, man, being in Florida, shoot, that's probably hella electrify, you know what I'm saying? Um, oh, Red dropped off, but that'll hell of a electrify Red Glove and the residents of Florida. So that would be something. Let's see. Yep. Keith Thurman Prime versus Crawford Prime would have been a good fight, right? And when he said it doesn't interest me, I flamed his ass. You know what I mean? All right, man. I gotta check on my boy anyway, so I need to get off here. But I had to do what I wanted to pay my respects to Keith. Um, Good win, man. It was a good win. I was able to catch the playback, And Brock Jarvis, he's still young, so he has some time to. But you know what? The thing that does stand out, I would say he's young and he has time to come back and redeem himself and maybe have a successful career down the road. But when your losses are all knockout losses, he's got two losses now, and it's knockout losses. So that's kind of asterisk on your losses when you get knocked out. You know, and in the form like, and then his knockout losses were early. Liam Paro knocked him out in the first round. Keith knocked him out in the third. You know, um, I think he just makes bad mistakes early on. Sometimes he just get too impulsive and trying to impose his will and showing that he tough or whatever, and then he'll get hit with some shit, and then he start backpedaling. He be showing that he hurt. He showed Paro that he was hurt. He showed Keith that he was hurt. He don't really have a poker face. He get hit with some good shit. He then motherfuckers start backing up and looking like, oh shit. Matter of fact, Keith talked about it in the interview. He winced. So he hurt him. And so that was all Keith needed to hear. Man. He's like, oh, you didn't like that, huh? So once again, shout out to Keith Thurman. Um, when you do something great in the sport of boxing, over here we give you the flame of fame. You do something stupid, we give you the flame of shame. So um, we gave Keith flame of shame for his hairline, but we give him flame of fame for getting victories, man. And knocking dudes the fuck out. 10 years, man. It was 10 years since his last knockout. And that was against Louis Collazo, who stopped and who didn't come out of the corner. He was just getting his ass whooped. He had hurt Keith Thurman with a body shot, and then that very next round, Keith got on his ass, man. Keith was hitting the man with every hook, uppercut, straight, jab, everything, body shot, and it was just Louis Collazo was damaged. He couldn't come out in that follow up round. So Keith Thurman, hey man, I want to see you back in the ring. I was impressed. My only thing is, are you going to be active, man? Stay active, and I would love to see that Tim Zoo matchup versus Keith Thurman. Y'all let me know. The ones catching the playback, y'all let me know, man. Are y'all interested in seeing Keith Thurman take on Tim Zoo? Um, I mean, when we talk about PBC and trying to be in house or whatever, that makes sense. Keith and Tim is PBC. I mean, nobody fucking knows what the hell Jamel Charlo doing or Brian Castano's doing. Those former champs at 154 pounds. Sad, man. The former champs at 54 pounds is pretty much I don't know, missing. They out here missing milk carton type shit. So I don't know what's going on with that. But hey man, wish Keith hairline, one time hairline Thurman, the best going forward. Do what you can do, represent for America, be on some big champ shit, and you'll get props from the UGC. Flat out. If you on some little champ shit, you already know what you're gonna get. That's all I got for this one, man. I'm the Black Horseman. Shout out to the True Media Movement. That's everybody that keeps it real, stays true to who they are, and does their part to bring this real